Hey, it's Coach Anderson here from Mississippi Public Broadcasting Online, U.S. History from 1877 to present. Today we're going to pick up with unit number 9, the New Deal, and lesson number 5, the second New Deal's impact. Well, we've talked a little bit already about the New Deal, or the first New Deal, as some people would probably call it, and we talked about some of the successes of it. Now, the biggest problem that a lot of people saw with the New Deal, well, it depends on what side of the aisle in terms of, Democrat or Republican that you fell on. The Democrats felt like that the New Deal didn't do enough to help people, and then Republicans, of course, felt like it did too much to help people. So in looking at it, we're going to find that because of some of the criticisms, FDR is going to have to back up and punt a little bit, And the reason why he's going to do that is because what he's going to start to do is start listening to some of the critics and start thinking about things that he could do, of course, that could impact American people more. So what we're going to do today is we're going to dive into a lesson from PBS Learning Media, and what it does is it gives us a deeper understanding about what happens with the second New Deal. What were some of the critics of it? What were some of the results of that criticism that FDR utilized, of course, to kind of change the New Deal in terms of the scope of it a little bit. So what we're going to want you to do, students, we would like you to take an in-depth look at the second New Deal's impact on America by doing some independent practice. I have provided a lesson link to provide further thought and consideration. A link will be provided in the description at the end of this lesson that will direct you to a film study by Ken Burns on PBS Learning Media. Once you have completed the video, you can convert your work into a PDF file which can be printed and turned into your teacher for assessment. With that, what we'll do at this particular time is give you students an opportunity to navigate to that video description, access the video on the second New Deal's impact, and we'll see you in about 20 minutes. Hey, and we're back. Listen, we hope you got some valuable insights about, the second New Deal's impact. And one of the things that we could tell you is that because of some of that criticism and because of the second New Deal, it kind of establishes the United States of America as a little bit of, in the eyes of many, as a welfare state. Because what FDR does with the second New Deal, he creates something called Social Security. And Social Security, of course, becomes one of those entitlement programs that, of course, that still exists in America today. That's coupled today, of course, with Medicare and Medicaid. So when you look at the United States of America today, FDR goes a long way in terms of shaping what the country looks like present day. Now, for a lot of people, of course, they look at that as, of course, not being a great thing. Then there are people, of course, in the country that look at it as being a good thing. What we want you to do is understand this here. The second New Deal emerged out of opposition and upheaval. The continued unemployment of millions of Americans, Republican opposition, and the Supreme Court were obstacles that the second New Deal had to overcome. The success of the second New Deal leaves a legacy of government support in America for its citizens, hence, once again, Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. So, we hope you gained some valuable insights about the second New Deal's impact. Not only impact, of course, on those people who were unemployed at the time in the 1930s, but also a lasting impact that it's had on the United States of America as a whole, even to present day. This is Coach Anderson from Mississippi Public Broadcasting Online, U.S. History from 1877 to present. Remember what we always tell you, don't take my word for it. Go ahead and do your own research and draw your own conclusions, because this is America's history, and because it's America's history, it's your history. And we'll see you next time.